Hey everybody, it's B. I wanted to talk about a book I just finished reading. It's the second in a series called FBI Psychic, I think it's called. So here's the book. This is The Parted. The first one's called Missing. So basically it's about a woman named Desiree Lincoln, and she is basically she's a medium. She talks to dead people, but she has no control over it, and she doesn't know how to say no, and she can't say no. Like, she gets pulled to the ghosts, and then she helps them, and then they leave, and then she gets pulled to the next group of ghosts. So in the first one, I can't really tell you about it. And these are adult books, so they have a lot of sex in them, and a lot of adult themes, and some very disturbing situations. A lot of them are about children being kidnapped or injured or abused, which is sad, but that happens, and yeah. Anyways, but they're very good. They're well written. Shiloh Walker is the author's name. So at the beginning of this book, our main character, Des, basically gets shot in the neck for saving. She saves someone who everybody says is not in the house. She's like, there's a child in this house. There's a living child in that house with the guy that they're going to try to get, and it's like, if you don't get her out, she'll die. They find her, but in the process, she gets shot. So she's injured. And Taylor, her boss, who has the hots for her, and she has the hots for him, they have a little sex. They have a little sex after she gets injured, after he gets her home from the hospital. And then he tries to lay her off, or put her on a 3-month restriction. And she's like, oh no, you don't, and basically quits. Which is a terrible thing for her and a terrible thing for him. It's a terrible thing for her because it unbalances her whole life, and basically she goes from she's a freelancer, basically, in a sense, and she helps people with their ghosts and things, but she doesn't rest and doesn't take care of herself very well because of constantly hearing ghosts. Basically, she's kind of going insane. And then she gets pulled to a little town, and it turns out to be Taylor's hometown, which, talk about the craziest quinkadink words. Anyways, so he's there for a reason, she's there for another reason, and they basically end up back together, and he's like, okay, fine. They finally figure out that they are meant for each other, and this is why they're both in this hometown. But it takes almost to the end of the whole book for them to figure this out, which is so stupid. I'm not going to spoil anything, because if I say any more, it's going to spoil the story. You have to read it to get the information you want to know about the book. But it says on the back here, I'm going to read the back. My cat wants in. If I don't let her in, she's just going to keep making noise. Okay, it says, FBI agent Taylor Jones has made it his mission to save those in harm's way by any means necessary, including hiring psychic agent like Desiree or Desi Lincoln, who communicates with the disembodied spirits of the dead. Taylor is haunted by his own ghost, his kid sister. It basically destroys the story from the start. But anyways, it says his kid sister's had gone missing at the age of 6. For a quarter of a century, he had been tortured by her missing, her loss, and her mysterious disappearance. When Des is seriously injured, Taylor could no longer hide his feelings for her, gets involved, causing it causes spell disasters for both of them, not to mention those who trying to help them. But once Des lays her hands on him, he can't resist her. Anyways, so basically, Jones's sister's Taylor's sister is missing. It's been missing for a long time, and basically, that's like part of the story. And the other part is about a teenage boy ghost calls to Des, and like goes, "You have to save her. You have to save her," and basically, there's a whole separate plot besides the plot about Taylor's sister going on in the story. So you have to read it. That's all I have to say. You have to read it. I give this book 5 stars. If I could give it 1,000 stars, I would. I love this. I love this series. And there's 2. This is the second book. There's 2 or 3 other books in this series, and I am going to read all of them. I am going to get all of them done. It just makes me sad that this author has stopped writing this style of book, because her most recent one is different. I haven't given them a try. I'm kind of going, it doesn't have anything to do with ghosts. I don't kind of really care. Because it has to do with ghosts. That's basically my rule. It has to be written very well, and it has to have a ghost in it. It's basically my thought of book. Give Departed from Shiloh Walker a try, and I will put the link to the Goodreads page for this book and the Goodreads page for the author down in the description if you want to go check out the books that I think it's a she writes, he writes, they write. I'm sure it's a she, or it might be a he. I don't know. I don't remember. But I will put down the link and you can check it out yourself. But I love these books. If I could find other books like this book and The Missing, I would read them. I would eat them up. So that's just my personal opinion. And thank you for watching. And let me know if you know any other books like this that you would be interested in, or you could suggest to me to give a read to, because I might enjoy reading them, and I might make a review, and I might mention you. I'm just saying. It might not happen, but you never know. So thank you for watching. Subscribe, comment if you can. That would be great. And yeah, bye.